Hello everybody, this is Joshua Kicker at Creed Sports Talk, and here today we are going to talk Andrew Luck's retirement from football. He's one of the star quarterbacks in this league, and it's a pretty sad thing to see a quarterback age 29 who could be probably playing till he was 40 to retire so suddenly. I'm going to give you my take on it and the reason why he is retiring coming up in this video. Here's the main reasons why Andrew Luck has decided to retire from football, basically to sum it up from his press conference with the Colts. The first thing is he's talked about this injury pain rehab cycle, and this dude has dealt with tons of injuries, calf injuries, shoulder injuries, ankle injuries, rib injuries. It's just been a tough years for him. He missed the whole 2017 season with that shoulder injury. In 2016, he hobbled his way through with all these injuries. In 2018, he was healthy, but in the offseason, he injured his ankle. There's mystery surrounding that injury, and he didn't want to play through it, and that was, I think, one of the main reasons why he decided to retire. Also, he talked about how in 2016 he made a vow that when he wasn't able to practice, when he was in all that pain, he would not put himself in that situation again. And he was talking about how this injury, if he would put himself out on the field, it would just be like 2016. He'd been dealing with that pain, and he simply didn't want to sacrifice his body for that. He would choose himself being healthy over playing football and putting himself in that situation. Also, another quote he said is, "I haven't been able to live the life I want to live." With all these injuries, he hasn't been able to enjoy playing the game of football. And it's really sad to see him go, but I can get the main reasons why he wants to retire after dealing with all these injuries. Now let's talk about the Colts moving forward into the future now that they don't have the future Hall of Famer, maybe Hall of Famer, Andrew Luck on their team. I think they'll be an okay team. They're definitely not a Super Bowl contender. Jacoby Brissett is a good starting quarterback. I don't think he's anything special to talk about like Andrew Luck was. So I think they'll be a good team, but they just won't be a Super Bowl contender without Andrew Luck. I mean, here's some of the good things they do. If they do have a good future offensive line, they have Quentin Nelson, their number one overall pick from last year. They still have T.Y. Hilton, their star receiver, who is completely underrated by NFL analysts. Their offense will be okay. Also, they have Marlon Mack, too. He was coming off a very good season as their running back. Look forward to seeing him in the future. Also, their defense is not going to be terrible, too. Their defense ranked 11 in average yards given up per game. Also, Darius Leonard had 163 tackles last season. This defense and offense should be capable of being a good team, maybe going to the playoffs. I'm not sure about that. I think this division is kind of wide open. They're in the AFC South right now. You have the Texans, Titans, Jaguars. The Jaguars just signed Nick Foles as their new contract, which is going to be interesting to see how he plays as a Jaguar. The Titans, I'm not sure how they're going to be. Offensive coordinator Matt LaFleur is now the Packers head coach. And I'm not sure. I don't think Marcus Mariota is anything special of a quarterback to propel them to anything special. I think they have a chance of making a playoff spot. Same thing with the Colts. But I don't think they're anything special. The Texans, I think they could be a very, very good team this year. Deshaun Watson showed me a lot of promise last year. I think he's one of the great young quarterbacks moving into the future. And then they need to rebuild that offensive line. But once they rebuild that offensive line, protect Deshaun Watson, I think they'll be okay. I'm not even mentioning DeAndre Hopkins, who is definitely a top 3, top 5 wide receiver in this league right now. So I think they'll be a good team. They'll not be a great team. They're not a Super Bowl contender without Andrew Luck, but they are a good team with Jacoby Brissett. Now, just one more thing I want to say. For all those Andrew Luck Colts fans that are burning his jersey, I want you to put yourself in his shoes and having to deal with pain the past 4 years. would you want to deal with that? Would you want to deal with non-stop pain, non-stop rehab, and really deal with all that pain for 4 years of your life? I don't know about you, but I would certainly not want to do that. Also, this dude in his first 3 seasons led you to the playoffs, including an AFC championship game. I think you guys should be grateful about that. Also, he led you to the playoffs this season. He not only led you into a playoff game, but he lost to the Patriots, who wound up to win the Super Bowl this year. You should be happy for all this dude has accomplished and what he has brought to your city, instead of just wanting to make the person feel guilty about having to retire so suddenly. So that is it for today's video, guys. Please subscribe, like this video, turn those post notifications on so that way you can get my video right away and you can watch it right away and comment down below right away. So I want to know what you guys think about this retirement. It was pretty sudden, it's pretty sad, but I can understand where this dude is coming from. Let me know what you guys thought of this in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and see you in that next video.